stopped by recently to reflect on some of his past projects, and his stories were a service to our community. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Danny Pudi. I've been in a lot of fun projects over the years, and I'm gonna tell you some stories about them in a segment called Pudi Call. West Wing, that was my first credit, my first line on television.
Guest list for the Cleveland event.
Yeah, right there.
I was terrified, don't really remember. I think I blacked out while doing it. Some people like to remind me, sometimes send me pictures on Twitter that you can see kind of half of my face. I'm on screen for about 30, no, it's like half a second. ER, that was a doozy. It was my first dramatic role. It was my first kind of big role, full arc. I played a character named Mahir, who's not the greatest guy. Spoiler alert!
What's he doing here?
Hey, let's just be cool, all right?
Get out. It was my really first time on a set for a full week in a very dramatic role, so it was really cool. It was terrifying. I didn't do the nicest things in that episode, which my mom likes to remind me about. Gilmore Girls, I was in 4, maybe 5 episodes. I played Raj. I was a student at Yale, which my family is super excited about.
I've never exactly seen Roy's apartment.
Oh, yeah?
We mostly just hang at the paper, and mostly at the paper.
I think I got to wear some really weird turtlenecks, which is really cool because I feel like my neck's already pretty long, so when you give me a turtleneck, it just kind of enhances the neck of the flamingo that is me. When I first read the script for Community, I knew right away, I was like, this is a crazy, bizarre, wonderful show full of comedy and really heartwarming scenes. It's very different, so I knew right away, I was like, this is a show I would watch. That was one of my favorite scenes just because I got to throw a cape at a tray of food. Joel got really mad at me because I kept trying to get him dirty with like cartons of milk.
Show's gonna last 3 weeks!
6 seasons and a movie!
6 seasons in a movie! Yeah, and a movie is the last part of it. And I believe we will do it. And I'm hopeful. I don't know when, but I think that we're talking about it. People are actually talking about it. I think there is an appetite. I don't know if there will be in 10 years. Maybe there will be. Either way, I just want to do it because I want to see what everybody's up to. In Community, Abed references a time where he was an extra on the set of a show. And he also mentions that he's a big fan of Cougar Town.
And he says, jump into the background of this scene. Walk through it. Walk through Cougar Town.
It was one of those things that just started as sort of a reference in the show itself. And then 2 of the writers, Neil Goldman and Garrett Donovan, actually worked on Scrubs with Bill Lawrence, who was the creator of Cougar Town. And so I think one day I literally got a text from one of them saying, hey, would you ever want to go be on Cougar Town? And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, like, why not? I love Busy Phillips, I love TV. And so they were like, can you go today? And I was like, okay. So I just went and showed up on set, and yeah, sure enough, Busy Phillips was in a scene. And they're just kind of go in the background and just be a background actor, do whatever you want. I did like 3 takes. I like was the worst background actor of all time, staring in the camera. I was paying way too much attention. I was just very engaged with the scene, which you're not supposed to do. So it came this like little, you know, Easter egg.
I pooped my pants.
Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I was in the movie for about 1 scene.
Excuse us.
It was awesome. Chris Evans actually punched me in the scene. That scene didn't make it, which was kind of a bummer, but I just always wanted to get punched by Captain America. The Tiger Hunter is an independent film. It's a story about a young immigrant who journeys from India to Chicago in the 1970s.
I want to be a professional American.
Tacos amigos, muchachos. Hey, Linda, thank God it's Friday. Anyone here notice how much torque is involved in figure skating?
It was my first time actually going to India. We shot for a week in India. And one of the scenes in the film, I'm riding on a Vespa through these streets. And it was terrifying because I'd never ridden with multiple passengers on a Vespa. Spoiler! And it was really scary. We only had like 2 takes. It was like nighttime, the streets were wet. And we did it, but I think you can see from my facial expression in that scene, it's a very honest reaction. You can see The Tiger Hunter in theaters September 22nd.